Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to first say thanks to the Richardson Symphony for the invitation to perform with them tonight. It's really nice. I've been looking forward to it for many months now. And I appreciate again that all of you could be here. It's nice to have a great audience. We worked in this area many times, and some of you have seen us, some hadn't, but we appreciate you being here. If you have or if you haven't, it doesn't matter. But anyway, we've got a lot of music to play, and this is really fun for me to work with a big group like this. I brought some guys with me from Nashville. I'll tell you who they are in a little bit, but let's do some music. Let's play a song that Ronnie Milsap had a big hit on. It's a beautiful thing called It Was Almost Like a Song.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome that mean man of the piano, Floyd Kramer. Floyd, if we're going to talk, let's scoot this around. Old Roy over there and I were wondering if you hit that hair with a ball-peen hammer, if it would move any.
Yes, it would. Now, wait a minute. Let's not talk about your hair either.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I've never seen Floyd with his hair messed up. Have you? I've never.
It won't mess up. See? It don't mess
It's
up.
the spring, isn't it? You're not going to let me touch it, are you?
Thank you. I thought you'd recognize that song. A little good Texas song called San Antonio Rose. Now here's a peppy little song written about a town in south central Tennessee, so a lot of you may have been there, called Chattanooga Choo Choo.
My next guest has played on countless sessions by about every country music star that is anyone in country music. And he's one of the greatest men that I've known during my career, and he is certainly a brilliant musician. What a great stylist. Floyd Cramer.
Thank you, Porter.
Welcome, buddy.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, great to have you here. And
Thank you.
man, I'll tell you what, I've enjoyed so many of your great albums, and you are probably, I'd say, the best known musician I've ever met in my life.
Well, that's a compliment, I'm telling you. I appreciate that. And you've seen a lot of musicians.
I have. You ain't joking, buddy. Listen,
right.
and you actually came to Nashville just to be a session player, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought, well, if I could make, a couple of sessions a week, I could make a living,
Yeah.
But I had gotten kind of into that before I came to Nashville through the Louisiana Hayride and coming up here to record with different people. And I knew that was, that's where I'd like to be. I knew Nashville was where I was going, where I wanted to be.
Well, I met you in the late 50s. You played on some sessions with mine.
Absolutely.
And contributed a lot to them. You're such a great guy to be around, and you don't intimidate other musicians, I think is great of you, because you are a brilliant player. And you developed such a unique style. Tell me a little bit about how that come about.
Well, it's just country. I wish I could take credit for starting the style, but Mother Maybelle Carter played that style, and it really wasn't, so much to a particular style. It was really a country style, a country fiddle.
Yeah.
And then it evolved kind of into the steel guitar area.
And the bend and the strings on the banjo.
And the banjo did the same thing. And the foot pedal on the steel guitar. When that came in, that just almost, it's the same thing,
Well, it added a new dimension entirely to the piano.
Yeah, well,
honestly, it did. And I wanted to ask you too about Last Date. Of course, is that your biggest record ever?
Yeah, the biggest single that I've ever had.
Probably.
And hopefully that I'll have another one like that someday. But if I don't, that in a lifetime is more than most people would ever dream for.
I would say that's probably the biggest selling instrumental in history, and it's just such a marvelous tune. You know what? I've seen you do it on the Opry here.
Right.
And there's a mood comes over the audience when you just play the first few notes, man.
Well, I think music, no matter what it is, has an emotion to.
Oh, it does.
It don't matter if it's sung, if it's played, and if you can transfer the emotion into music to playing, well, then it works too. So that has for me, and I do my best,
Well, it's wonderful. And music is a statement. I seen this happen one time, and I thought it was so strange. It was kind of a roundabout way of it happening. Bill Monroe was rehearsing down at the TV station one day here, and electric guitar player, I won't say who it was, but he wanted to take a break on it.
Yeah.
And he just went all over it, And
Right.
Bill turned around to him and said, "Boy, that didn't say nothing."
Well, that's true.
Really, and music is a statement.
Right.
And when you play, you can tell you feel it in your
heart.
That's
yeah.
it.
That's
but
right.
That's why. And I love to hear you play, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the Opry tonight. And it doesn't seem to be many new instrumentalists now. I wanted to ask you about that. Wonder why there's not many instrumentalists like in the programming of radio stations.
That's something that I'm working on, and I'm sure Chet's working on, Boots Randolph's working on, Charlie McCoy's working on, all instrumentalists. It's just a thing that's happened. It's evolution.
Yeah.
And maybe something good will come out, and the record company will probably say, well, let's try this and see if it works.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll happen. If it doesn't, we always have albums and stuff like that to put out, and performing, concerts and so forth.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I hope they do, because I miss hearing instrumentals like on the radio, like we used to hear, because I think they're great to nothing against singing, because that's what I do. And, but I just think it's a nice break from that.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of stations that do play instrumental music, but to get them on the top, playlist, top 40 playlist, that's hard to do. But
well, y'all get on it here. I'll come out there to you now if you don't. Floyd, it's great to have you, Tom.
Thank you, Porter.
Thank you, buddy.
It's my pleasure.
Folks, the heavier the star, the smaller the introduction. Here's world-renowned Mr. Floyd Kramer.
Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to say that it's a great pleasure to be here on the Grand Ole Opry. It's been a few months since I've been here, and it's always fun to come back to such a historic stage. And I know all of you people here are enjoying the evening. Those of you who are watching, that is really a true classic show. And I'm proud to be here. I would like to do a song, especially for a lady that was mentioned earlier. It was her 80th birthday this past week. I had the pleasure of doing a talk show with her, Chet Atkins, and Roy Cuff a few years ago. The question was asked, all of us, what our favorite songs were. Miss Minnie Pearl's song was, Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? And I'd like to do that for her and Henry.
Floyd Kramer, ladies and gentlemen. Take another bow, Floyd.
Thank you. This next song was the theme from a movie. The movie won an Academy Award a few years ago, and the song went on to become the #1 pop song in the country. And we recorded it, and I think it's a beautiful song. I've got a little special introduction here I've got to do. Let's see if I can find the note. There it is. It's called Chariots of Fire. Thank you very much.
Here's Ted Atkins, Jethro Burns, Roy Clark, howdy, Mom, Johnny Gimbel, Boots Randolph, Danny Davis, Floyd Cramer, and Charlie McCoy and the Hee Haw Band. Let her go, boys.
Now this is a happy medley. I like happy love song medleys. The first song on this medley probably will hit a nerve on some of you because it was written about a place where you found your first love on Blueberry Hill. In my case, it was out by the fire tower in South Arkansas. And I'm sure all of you have your own little individual places. But this is a happy love song and I think you'll know these songs. I always worried about that ending until we get it. And that time we got it. It's one of those endings, if you were dancing, you'd wind up with one foot in the air, you know. That's great. I'd like to do now a song that's kind of a light classic, about as classical as you'll hear me tonight, but I'd like to do it especially for you people out there who may be starving a little to death for a little culture on this part of the show. And you have to get yourself, as you know, in the frame of mind to listen to this type of song. So you have to kind of think up, relax your mind. Well, think uppity, maybe that's the word for it. Uppity. Anyway, if you'll bear with me, this is called Prelude in C minor. And I recorded it and I called it Prelude to Love.
Are we ready? Floyd, y'all set? Okay.
He's set.
He's set. This is a Billy Joel tune called the Root Beer Rag. Here again, Magic with Floyd Kramer. Come on in here, Floyd. By the way, I don't know if you've been backstage watching the show. The way the show's been going, I think it's only proper that I ask you right now, just in case of an emergency, you do have underwear. Is that correct?
I have underwear. Yeah, I'm not sure that I have them on.
Well, Oh, boy, I tell you.
Would you like someone to check for
Well, no, it's... Well, stop it, Floyd.
you? Boy, we're in big trouble. We're in big
Excuse
trouble.
me just a minute.
No.
Everything's fine. Everything's cool.
We're cool.
Here's
All
a
right.
man. You've done what? 60 albums or more.
You're right.
You've done probably a bazillion concerts in your
Yes.
lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
On any recording and any concert, have you ever sung a note?
No, and I don't intend to.
Really?
No, I just didn't. I never did want to sing, except for myself, my own enjoyment.
Well, no, let me ask you this. When you're at home, most of us sing in the shower or sing in the car. Do you think you sound pretty good?
No. Well, I can carry a tune, but it's just I just never did want to get into singing.
Right. Well, you don't
and I
need to
enjoy
with
it,
the talent that you have in your hands.
Well, yeah, speaking of talent, when you look back in the 60s, the 50s and 60s, early 60s, when you were
Right.
doing a lot of those sessions,
Right.
name the people you would be doing sessions with. Now, you did more than one session a day, right?
Oh yeah, a lot of times it
All
would
right.
be 3 and 4 sessions a day.
All right, give me an idea of a big day for you.
Well, do a Patsy Cline session at the Columbia Quonset hut with Owen.
In the
Go
morning.
across the street and
Yeah.
do a Jim Reeves session. Or go up to the barn for Owen Bradley and do a Loretta Lynn or someone like that. And that was just an everyday thing for years.
Now, prior to that, you were doing Elvis sessions too, right?
Well, the first session that Elvis did for RCA was here in Nashville, and before Studio B was built, and Heartbreak Hotel was recorded here, and I played on that.
Oh my gosh.
but
no,
you,
no, I
you
just
didn't you didn't realize though what was going on. At
Oh
that time,
no,
did
you just you're just going from session to session, and when you look back on it, it's really unbelievable what we did. When
know.
you still hear all these great records we did, and the great artists that became famous at that point.
Yeah.
And it's really amazing to me to think about it.
It's a
Really,
magic
and
time,
it just goes on. The names that I've worked with, I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you the fact that I was there. So.
Oh, Roy Orbison, the Everly Brothers. The list really does go on and on. But can you tell us the difference in atmosphere at a recording session between, let's say, Elvis Presley and Patsy Cline?
Well, the group of guys who worked with both maybe are most of the same people. So the atmosphere was very relaxed, and I think that's really what was one of the keys to the success, and is still that way for the recording business in Nashville, is the atmosphere. You don't go in there and you're not really uptight and stiff and cramped, and you got to do this, you're nervous, you're relaxed, and your producers we worked with Chet and Owen, Don Law, Jim Bieno, a lot of great producers, Fred Foster, gave us the opportunity to be creative and to add our own, feel, what we thought. They didn't come over there and tell us exactly what to play.
That's what made it work. see.
It used let us be the freedom of expression.
Exactly. Now, we've heard all kinds of stories from the other artists like Paul and Don, who was out here earlier. Whenever you play concerts, it seems to me like it's a more refined atmosphere, considering, you're on the piano and everything.
Right.
Am I right?
Well, refined, does that mean I'm not wearing boots and hats?
No, I'm talking about is the audience.
Oh, yeah. I was kidding you. But
I know
what
that.
I'm talking about.
I know that.
Yeah, we do a lot of community concerts when, a nice building, nice sound.
But nothing bizarre ever happens.
Well, no, just a few little things. We worked fair dates a few years ago. Boots and I did quite a few little fair dates until we got decided there's other things to work.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. I like fair dates.
know.
But we were playing Ohio State Fair. I had just got on stage. Boots opened the show, and I got on stage, and there's about 4,000 people in the grandstand, and it was a dirt track, racetrack between the bandstand and the audience.
That's typical. Usual.
Typical.
Yeah.
I was playing, and all of a sudden I hear this. I look, and there's a big John Deere tractor about the size of the stage. It comes right by the front of the stage, and it's just like a shadow comes over the stage.
Well, you're playing.
Well, I'm playing my show. I was trying to do my big thing there, entertaining the audience, and here comes this big tractor.
Between you and the audience.
What was it
And the
doing?
audience, he was raking the dirt track for the horse race that's coming up or something
During
that
the
night.
performance?
During the show. He didn't know that there was a show going on,
Oh, my
and probably could care less.
So what'd you do?
Well, he got to the end, he turned around, and came back.
Yeah.
And I was still playing, see, oh, here he comes, Plop, 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 he goes by,
Yeah.
So somebody goes up there and stops him and says, buddy, aren't you about through with this? Says, we got a show going on. I said, well, I need to go on down one more time. I said, no, you don't either. I
said, wait till the show's over.
You never know.
I can't believe that he would miss
Well, I
the
tell you,
audience
I
and
really
everything.
impressed him, you know, because I was so good on stage that he just...
You just knocked him out,
resist.
didn't you?
I just knocked him out. I mean, he just stopped there on that tractor and listened to me.
Yeah.
Man.
Classic
But don't,
time.
isn't
No,
it
that
true,
was
though?
fun.
You have to have your composure to be able to play through anything and everything that happens.
You have to. We've had everything happen. We've had the lights to go out on stage while we were performing.
Man.
And that was one place was at a fair day where the Ferris wheel even stopped, you know, people screaming. We've had the windstorm, a thunderstorm come up and blow the back of the stage off, you know,
Yeah, well.
and it creased Boots' new car one time doing that.
Yeah.
And hey, when the lights go out, can you still keep playing? Do you have to see the keyboard?
I don't know.
Let's try that.
You don't.
Don't ask me those questions.
We'll get you to play in the dark next time.
Let's Floyd Kramer, everybody.
Thank you. I'd like to do now a song that I played for my oldest daughter's wedding a few years ago. Time flies when you're having fun, but it's been nearly 12 years ago that my oldest daughter got married. Of course, I was embarrassed because I was so young at the wedding. But anyway, it's a special song that meant a lot to her, and I might as well tell you about the rest of my family. That's my oldest daughter, so obviously I have a younger daughter. Her name is Donna. She's married. I have 2 little kids. Diane, my oldest daughter, I've got to tell you about her first now because she's oldest. She's married and has a fine husband named Bobby. And I've got 2 little granddaughters, Jenny, who is 9 years old, Jessie, who is 6 years old. Jenny's in the 4th grade, Jessie's in the 1st. And I get to see them just about every day. They're the prettiest little things you'll ever want to see in your life. They're as sweet as they can be. They're just like their mother and their Aunt Donna was when they were growing up. It's just like an instant rerun to see them every day. And especially Jenny looks so much like Diane did when she was growing up. But they're sweet little girls. And of course, Donna, my youngest daughter, is married to a fine man. By the way, I couldn't have handpicked 2 better guys. I guess I give them credit for having good choice, you know, of picking out, because I don't think I could have found 2 guys any better than Joe and Bobby are. And they've got a sweet family, a good family. And I've got a little grandson. His name is Jason. I've got 2 of them. Jason is 4 years old, April 2nd. And Josh is 8 months old. And he's just in his little walker now, and he's banging into everything, you know, going every which way. And Jason is an amazing little child. He's already playing the piano and singing. He has been for 2 years. You know, I couldn't even wave bye-bye till I was 5 years old. But he's, you know, he wanted, you know, Jenny and Jesse doesn't play very much. He doesn't have really a musical ear like Jason does, and he's able to hear a song and just go to the piano and pick it out. And he told his mama, says, well, his full name is Jason Floyd Coleman. He said, well, Mama said, maybe the reason I play is because my name is Floyd, like my granddad. And I said, well, it could be, I don't know. But he is, I just have to bring him down here and show him to you for you to believe him, but he's already reading probably second grade level. It's scary how well he can read and write. And I don't know what they're going to do when school starts, to tell you the truth. But he may be a substitute teacher or something. I don't know. Anyway, he's got a lot to learn. I know that about being around kids and everything. He goes to 2 days, Mother's Day out, they call it now, 2 days a week. But I was taking him to school. He called me the other morning. He calls us, you know, often. Granddad said, can you take me to school in the morning? I said, I'd be glad to. So I went over there and got him. We were riding over, and he had his little seat belt fastened, you know. And he was looking up, and the way kids think, their minds, he said, Granddad said, see those, it was some jet contrails in the air, you know, the clouds on the clear blue sky. He said, see those airplane tracks? You know, who had ever thought they'd call them airplane tracks but a child, you know? And I never thought of it that way. But anyway, and by the way, I am married. Going on 35 years. I was married when I was 12, I guess it was, something like that. Thank you. Of course, I've got a sweet little country girl from Arkansas. Her name is Mary. I do love her. Now, let's see, I was going to do a song, wasn't I? Yeah. I forgot. Oh, I got pictures, too, after the show if y'all want to see the grandchildren. This is called 12th of Never. Thank you. Now, this other song I was telling you about, I played for Donna, my youngest daughter's wedding. And it's a great song, a good arrangement. Bill McElhaney wrote the arrangement for this. I know he did. It's called Morning Has Broken. Thank you.
Welcome back. Our next guest brought a whole new sound to country music with his unique piano stylings. And as a matter of fact, tonight he brought a string section with him. Ladies and gentlemen, here's one of the creators of the Nashville sound, Mr. Floyd Kramer. beautiful. Come on up. Watch your step.
Thank you.
Floyd Kramer, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. All right.
This is like all-star night here on Primetime Country.
Oh, I'm telling you, isn't this fun?
Yeah, it is fun. You know, I can't, I was talking to one of the guys in the band, and I can't tell you how many times that I've talked to keyboard players in the bands that I've worked with, and I said, you know, kind of give it that little Floyd Kramer thing in here. How does it feel to be so much associated with a certain sound?
Well, I'm very flattered that, you know, that they have accepted what I do and the country sound that, you know, that I did many years ago. It feels great. It really
you
does.
really,
It's a compliment to
carved
me.
a niche for yourself. There's no doubt about it.
I'm very flattered. I really am.
Yeah. Well, you sound like you're playing as well as ever. Do you play an awful lot? You still perform a lot?
Oh, yeah. We do a lot of concert dates and, you know, all over the country. We do a lot of community concerts and symphony dates and just all kind of things.
Do you like playing with orchestras?
Oh, yes. That's fun.
Yeah.
And we play little groups that just, we stay busy, and I enjoy doing concert dates. Really.
What's your favorite configuration? A little group or
Well,
orchestra?
They're both
different things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What we use tonight is what I normally have on stage. Is my rhythm section and a small string group, and we do a great variety of different type songs.
Right.
You know? So, of course, it's fun to have a symphony around you too.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? You feel like you're in the middle of it, and sometimes you want to jump out in the audience and sit there and listen.
It's like being in front of a big old freight train.
That's right, absolutely.
You know, you worked for a long time on the Louisiana Hayride, am I correct?
I did,
Yes. You worked with some huge stars down there.
Yeah.
Why don't we play a little game? Like, I will give you a name, and you just give me a kind of a thumbnail sketch. What pops in your mind? Jim Reeves.
Oh, well, we worked the road throughout Texas with Jim and on the Louisiana Hayride. And, of course, I was lucky enough to play on most of his hit records that he recorded for RCA here in Nashville. And, you know, to hear those songs is such a thrill that we did years ago.
How about, you know, go another one. Farron Young.
The Young Sheriff. Well, he started out, we were working with Webb Pierce, and Webb hired Farron to front the band. We got to where, well, we wanted to make more money than we were making with Webb. So Farron said, come on, boys, you go with us. So we quit Webb. We left him in Houston one show date, came back on a bus to Shreveport. Told Farron, we're with him, boy. He had appendicitis and was out of work for 3 weeks.
You were with him in the hospital?
Yes, and so we went back, crawling back to Webb. Please give us a job.
Here's another name, Hank Williams.
Oh, well, Hank worked the Louisiana Hayride.
Right.
We did do some shows. I was working with Red Sabine, and we did package shows in South Louisiana. And it was right in his peak of all those hits.
Man.
And he making an appearance on the Louisiana Hayride. Not only in Shreveport he would perform, but occasionally the whole Hayride would go to a small, like Kilgore, Texas, or somewhere and do a show completely away from Shreveport. And they would load everybody on buses. So I've been on the bus with Hank Williams singing Kalijah. He just said, this is a new song, it's just coming out.
Wow.
And so that's a thrill to think back on those times, you know.
Let's see, one more. Elvis Presley.
Elvis. He worked the Louisiana Hayride.
Somebody just fainted out here.
You know, I met a lot of people, and he worked the Louisiana Hayride when we were there. And we did some tours in Texas when his first Sun records came out. And there, of course, it was new and different, exciting. And so I did know Elvis, and we traveled. You know, we toured Texas quite often. We worked a flatbed truck at one place.
Wow.
Set up a little spin-it piano on the flatbed truck and worked. But anyway, that was fun. And then when he signed with RCA in 1956, I had moved to Nashville, and I had the pleasure of working on his first RCA hit, Heartbreak Hotel.
Man.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And many others since then.
Well, we're just delighted to have you on the show. Floyd Kramer, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got more music coming up right now. You know, you can catch Floyd Kramer April 20th in Valley, Alabama, and with the North Carolina Symphony in Regency Park in Raleigh, North Carolina. And now, once again, we get to hear the magic fingers of Floyd Kramer.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You're really a nice audience, a super audience. And in fact, I'd like to know where you're going to be appearing next so we can come see you. That'd be nice. Well, maybe we can come back and see you all sometime. That'd be fun, too. Yeah, thank you. I'd like to do a medley of songs written by who I think was one of the greatest country singers and songwriters that ever lived, Mr. Hank Williams. Thank you. Thank you. How about a nice hand for the musicians? Mr. Henry Strzelecki, stand up. Mr. Mark Morris, Harold Bradley, and Bill McElhaney, and the entire Richardson Symphony. Stand up, please. Aren't they great? They are super. Boy. It's great. Thanks again for being here. We appreciate it. Thanks to Chris and Judy for their hospitality. And we're going to do another song that you may have heard of this song. It's a theme from a Friday night television soap opera. It comes on once a week. Shows part of this here a city. I recorded this song for RCA, and it did pretty well in the country charts, in spite of the fact it wasn't a country song. But this kind of gives everybody a chance to do something. Let's do it. It's called Theme from Dallas. Thank you. We're just coming back anyway. I just want to stretch my legs. Well, since you asked for it, let's do one more song. And this is a good old song that you can identify with parts of Texas. Some of you people may call this, some of you sophisticated people may call this the William Tell Overture. We call it the Lone Ranger theme.
everybody going to San Antonio.
Listening to music has never been easier. This is Easy Play Music. Just plug in the stick, turn it on, and enjoy your favorite music anywhere, anytime. The all-new Easy Play speaker is wireless and portable. It's the perfect size for your kitchen, your bathroom, beside the bed, out on the porch. It's small enough to fit anywhere, but it packs a big sound, and it's easy enough for anyone to use it.
Even Grandma.
Especially Grandma.
Yeah. It's that easy.
Each Easy Play music stick contains hours of music by your favorite artists, like yours truly, Jason Coleman, and the legends from Country's Family Reunion.
If we make it through December.
You just plug in the stick and let the music play. And when you want to change, just unplug the stick and plug in a different one. The sticks are also USB, so you can plug them into your car and listen. And the speaker is powered by Crosley, the most trusted name in music players. These sticks and speakers go together like peanut butter and jelly.
You mean biscuits and gravy.
This is Easy Play Music. It's the perfect gift for the music lover who's tired of the hassle of streaming. No apps, no passwords, no Wi-Fi.
No problem.
Just good old music the easy way. Visit EasyPlayMusic.com to see all the music available and order your Easy Play music sticks and speakers today. You can order online or call the number on your screen to order toll-free over the phone. So start listening to music the easy way with Easy Play Music.
You're listening to The Jason Coleman Show on WSM Radio.